Luke, the all-star halfback of the Vero Beach football team, recommended lobster mac and cheese. I'm going with it. Now, here we are. We've got 16 ounces of pasta. This is Garden of Esther pasta. You're going to see the info on there if you like. It's a local pasta shop in Vero Beach. We've got some Better Than Bouillon lobster base, panko breadcrumbs, some nutmeg, salt, Kerrygold Dubliner cheese, 2 7-ounce packs of that. And I do use that Kerrygold Irish butter. Some flour, King Arthur flour, organic flour, 4 cups of some good milk, this Organic Valley. So that's really good milk. Use whole milk. And then what we're going to do is we are going to throw in these lobster tails that were salted and buttered. Salt, peppered, and buttered. Let me brush them with a little bit of butter. We're going to put them in the oven at 375 for 10 minutes. So here we go. All right. And now we're going to start our sauce, which is about 6 ounces of melted Kerrygold butter. And let me bring that up to boil, not boil, but, and I'm going to put a half cup of flour there. And we're going to cook this flour and butter together just so the flour kind of melds with the butter. And after this does this for about a minute, we're going to add that 4 cups. We're going to add that 4 cups of milk. Look at the mess I make. We're going to add 4 cups of milk to this and some nutmeg and that lobster base and the cheese. And we're going to mix it with the macaroni. And I'll see you in just a little bit. All right, so that flour is cooked with the butter. We're going to stir this in slowly. And this is going to make a nice thick white sauce, a bechamel sauce. And with a little bit of a toasty, floury taste to it. And this is just going to thicken up very nicely. And I'm going to add, while this is stirring, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. So let me get that in there now. There. And we're also going to add a tablespoon of lobster base. There, that looks good. All right, I'm gonna add that lobster base. I guess it's gonna turn this a little pinkish. That's gonna just complement that lobster once we put the lobster in. And we're gonna thicken that up and kind of just simmer it on low. We're not gonna let it boil. We're gonna add a teaspoon of salt. There, some salt. We're going to add some pepper. And about a half teaspoon of pepper. And we're going to just simmer this on low until it gets nice and thick. And I'll see you in just a little bit. And as you can see, this is a nice thick sauce. I added 1 more tablespoon of the lobster base. It tastes absolutely delicious. I'm just going to pull that off and let's start our pasta. Let's move this over and we're going to turn that up on high. Let's grate the cheese. Here, Sophie, can you hold this camera for a second while I grate the cheese? Thank you. So we're going to grate this cheese. That's grating. There we go. That's 7. I'm going to do one more. This cheese must be really good. And one more to go. Alright, so we're going to put this cheese in the milk. And this is going to be a real cheesy sauce. Wow. There we go. Plenty of cheese in there. I'm going to have to add a little bit more milk in here, definitely. Just to thin it out a little bit, but there you go. This is going to be excellent. You see that, Sophie? That looks pretty good, doesn't it? We're just going to add a little bit more milk to thin it out, because we want that sauce to be nice and bubbly when it comes out of the oven. And so we'll be back when the lobster comes out of the oven and we're putting it all together. All right, so here's the lobsters. They came out looking nice. So I'm gonna, they're just slightly undercooked because this is gonna go in the oven, right, at 375. So let's dice up this lobster. This is going to be amazing. The pasta is done. It did not take long. This is a semolina flour egg pasta from Garden of Esther. And so we're going to put our lobster in the sauce like that. And we're going to mix it with the pasta. There we go. Which is al dente. Yes. There we go. Okay. Gonna mix this together. Just like that. Oh, someone's calling. Look at that.
Already?
Yeah.
In the middle when we're in the middle when we're
There we go. This is going to be a real cheesy mac and cheesy dish, and we're topped with some breadcrumbs here. All right, and we're going to bake this in the oven for 30 minutes until this breadcrumbs are nice and golden brown, and we'll see when it comes out of the oven. All right, guess what? It is time. So we got like 30 seconds